Chris here with K9 RC. You know, I've been in this hobby for some time now, probably around early 2000, give or take. Bought a lot of trucks, gone through a lot of vehicles, and bought and sold some, you know, just like anybody else. You know, you're always looking for a good deal, and you're searching out new manufacturers and, you know, new cutting edge parts or new parts that just came out, or parts that people are making and nobody else has. So every now and then you will come across something that just stands out above the rest, and you're almost thinking to yourself, how has this not been brought up before? Or how has nobody seen this before? Why am I the only one that's ever hearing about this product or this person? But my big thing with a trailer, I needed it wide enough to haul the AR60s on 2.2s. What that means is I needed it about 13 inches. I needed it long enough so that nothing would stick off. I don't want wheels right on the edge. I didn't want them pushed right up to the front. I wanted room for tie downs. So I needed it around the 2 foot range. So I think I found it. And I also think I found an extremely talented gentleman who, for lack of better terms, has just been undiscovered. So when we come back, I'm going to have this trailer for you, and we're going to go over it front to back. Okay guys, welcome back. Look at this. Now, I can tell you right off the bat that this footage you're seeing through this camera does not do this trailer any justice. The pictures I saw of this trailer online did not do it any justice. The gentleman that made this is an RC enthusiast. We spoke for a little while. His name is Kevin. And what I cannot even express to you how pleased I am with this trailer. Now, these are not sold in stores, anything like that. This, you know, this is a hobby of his. Let me put it to you that way. And when I saw this trailer, when he opened up his truck door and I saw this thing, I was blown away. So I'm going to go over it front to back, and then I'm going to tell you what this trailer lists for. What is the price on this trailer? You're probably not going to believe me when you hear this. So let's go. Let's move on with the trailer. Now, the size dimensions I gave you guys, I told you what I was looking for. And this deck, the deck dimension alone, is 13 by 24, which is the perfect size. I'll throw a bomber on it here in a little bit and let you see. That is bigger than just about any trailer you're going to find out there, whether it be, you know, a handmade trailer, these fabricated trailers, you know, the Big Dog or Extra Speed or any of these manufacturers, which, don't get me wrong, that, you know, I'm sure they're a great trailer. I don't think that they're built to the sturdiness of this trailer. And they're not going to be as big. You're not going to fit Wraith axles with 2.2 tires without driving over the fenders or without hanging off the side, which is what I didn't want. If you want that, cool, you know, not an issue. Those other trailers are for you. Overall dimension is 18 by 35, so it's a big trailer. It's not real heavy, guys. You know, it's not as heavy as what you would think it would be. So let's go from front to back. The hitch is a spring-loaded hitch, and look at this thing. I'll even tell you, you know, this guy threw this in. What this is a quick little X-Max hitch. You know, That's freaking awesome. Good thing I got an X-Max. So the hitch is not just an eyelet that you're gonna throw over a screw or something like that. It's spring-loaded. Runs off, you know, your little screw right there. That's probably a 3 millimeter, pretty close. You know, you'll pull the hitch back, stick your ball in there and send it forward. And it's pretty, I mean, it's got some tension on it, so I don't think that it's going to come off. I don't think we're gonna have any problems with that. Moving back to the functional tongue jack, which is very nice. It's manual, but it operates. It operates smooth. There's no issues with it. The cover here, you know, very nicely done. Painted. It's just, you know, it's nice quality work. The rails are 1/2 inch angle. Has a functional toolbox. The ramps, you know, now we'll get into the price and whatnot afterwards, but the ramps will more than likely be a little extra for you. Not a whole lot extra. These ramps, you know, guys, you know that I'm a stickler for the neat appearance of things, you know, on my rigs and whatnot. So the way that these, you know, they're man, they're nice. They're super straight. Good fitment of everything. You know, they're painted, they're nice, they're smooth. You know, they've got the little space back here to put into the back of the trailer. They're very, very well put together. You know, and that's something I look for in a trailer is, you know, or any product for that matter. Consistency between the parts, and you know, they're not crooked, you know, maybe a different size rivet or something like that. You know, that stuff drives me crazy. So very nice work on the ramps. Up on the front, you know, whether you want to call this I don't know, shield, you know, a little short for a windscreen, but nonetheless it's cool. You know, it's going to keep your rig from going off the front if you don't have tie downs on there. You know, if you're hauling a little 10th scale or 18th, 16th scale car on here, which, you know, a bit of an overkill for that, but you know, this is going to protect it from rocks getting kicked up from your tow rig or whatnot. But this is all very, very, very nice. You know, the top rail up here is tack welded on. It's ground down. It's smooth. This bend, everything is nice. The corners are all rounded off and nice and smooth. Even down here, you know, the fitment is extremely nice. And that's something I look for. You know, people taking the time to do the little details like that really, really impresses me on products. You know, number one, I don't want to freaking cut my finger while I'm, you know, using the trailer out on the trail because an edge isn't rounded off and it's, you know, it's sharp. So taking the time to do that says a lot to me about a manufacturer and their product. Going on to the deck. Now this deck, I'll tell you, a lot of other manufacturers out there, you know, a lot of them are using the pine, which is cool. There's nothing wrong with pine. This is a cedar deck. Cedar deck, he stained it. You have the aluminum runners here front to back, and I'll show you on the bottom about these runners and about the supports that he's got running down this thing. But very nice deck. You know, the alignment of the screws, you know, that to me says a lot about a manufacturer. You know, when they make an effort to keep everything as lined up as they can. I mean, guys, we can't expect perfection. Nobody's perfect. We're human. But when you can tell that they've made an effort, you know, a legitimate effort to keep everything neat and clean, that says a lot to me. It says that the person producing this product cares about their product. They care about what people think about it, and they want people to be happy. The fenders are handmade, very nice. You know, one of the other things that impresses me, like these fenders, he's tapping these holes. You know, he's not just drilling it and throwing a bolt in there and throwing a nut on the back. You know, he's taking the time to tap the holes. That says a lot about, you know, his drive to please people. You know, he wants people to be happy with his product, and he wants to get a good name for himself, and which is important. Guys, if you're producing something or you're doing something for somebody, a job, you know, the reputation you have, that needs to be important, and you should care about that. You want to treat people right. So down here now, if you can see, I'll hold it up, but guys, he's not using, you know, some flimsy little aluminum, you know, somewhere probably around the, oh, I don't know, 18 gauge, I mean, shoot, even 10 gauge, you know. He's using some thick stuff. Let me hold this up for you. You can see that. And you see how thick he's using? Let me move my hand for you. That, you know, all those supports are that same thickness. And he's got 4 of them under there. So this thing is going to be able to haul whatever you need it to haul, and then some. Now, look at all these holes. This is where the screws come through. Every one of those is cut and ground, you know, so that it's smooth. You're not going to cut yourself. They're not going to get hung up on things. And once again, he took the time to do that. Now, guys, that's a lot of screws. I mean, that's a lot of screws for him to do that. So that's a plus to me. The axles, you know, I don't know what size the rod is. You know, it's thicker than most that you see on a trailer. Now, this trailer didn't come with any bearings, which is fine with me. I'm okay with that. We talked about that, and he can put bearings in. You know, you're probably looking at around another 10 or 20 bucks for the bearings, but I'm not super concerned with that. Wheels and tires, they came on it, came with the trailer, and I'm not sure what size they are, but that's my hand. So they're not little by any means. They're definitely going to get you down the trail. Matter of fact, here, ruler up here. You know, so you're talking about 4 inches, yeah, somewhere around there, 4 1/4, something. So they're pretty good sized tires. So, like I said, gonna get you over the obstacles. Let me see, what else? Okay, back here now, the framing on this thing. You know, typically most people, when they're constructing an aluminum trailer, just based on what I've seen, they're just going to overlap this edge right here. You know, a lot of people don't have a TIG welder to be able to weld aluminum, or a spool gun for a MIG welder. So they just overlap it. You know, they're usually not going to 45 it. Sometimes they do, don't get me wrong, sometimes they do, and it looks good. But this gentleman, if you can see that, he has notched this rear rail back here very smooth, very straight, and notched it so that they would fit nice and flush. And guys, I mean, I can tell you there's not even a lip right there. That is smooth. So once again, he's taken the time to do that, and that impresses me. The ramps fit very nicely back here, no issues there. Now, it didn't come with lights. I'm not worried about that. I can do that at a later date. Didn't come with bearings. I'm not worried about that. I don't think it's going to affect the performance of this thing at all. So let's talk about the price of this trailer. Now, guys, I've seen some trailers, okay? I've looked at other companies to make a trailer, and frankly, they're expensive. You know, you're gonna pay for that handcrafted work. You're gonna pay for the extra size that you want on this thing. So while I get the bomber to put on here, you guys think for a minute about what you think this trailer would cost. There's the bomber. Got plenty on the side, plenty. I've still got room up here to put a winch, another toolbox. Got room in the back. I can put a tie down. I can move it up, move it back. I can actually even move it over to the right. I've got a little more room on the right than I do the left right now. So this trailer was listed for 150 bucks. And that's not on sale. That's not a super special deal. That's what this trailer listed for. And I cannot tell you how good of a price that is. If you've researched trailers and even researched having one hand built for you, that's extremely cheap. So if you're in the market for a trailer, message us. You know, you can get on K9RC Oklahoma on Facebook. Send us a message. I can give you his contact info. I've spoke with him, and he has told me that I'm okay to do that. He would actually prefer that. So, you know, I don't know what his backlog is. You know, like I said, this is a hobby of his. You know, he's an RC enthusiast, and this is just part of it. Very, very nice work. Very good craftsman. I can't speak highly enough about this trailer. And this is what I'm talking about when I say a diamond in the rough. It's just, you know, it's one of those things that I came across, and we talked. I told him I wanted to do a review on the trailer. He was super cool with that. Told me if anybody wants his information to get in touch with me. So, you know, comment. Like I said, preferably get on Facebook. Send us a message, and I'll get you his information if you're interested in a trailer. And he can do, you know, all kinds of other trailers. This is not the only trailer that he produces. Anyway, if you think somebody will like this, please like him, please share it, and please subscribe. We've got more videos coming out. Anyway, we'll see you next time. Kevin's Custom Trailers. He's out of Oklahoma. Hit us up, K9RC Oklahoma on Facebook, or comment, request our email, something like that. We'll get you hooked up, and we'll see you next time.